welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving in and I'm going to show you how to create your own blog using Wix. I love Wix because it's so easy. It uses a drag and drop feature, which means what you see is what you get. And for someone like me who had no website experience, no coding, nothing, it was super easy to understand and customize my own website and blog. Guys, you could literally have your first blog posted today just by watching this video. I'm gonna show you just some tips to get started, and by the end you push publish and you'll have your first blog up. So let's get started. We're gonna dive in. Oh, one thing before we start. You'll hear this in all my videos. Keep it simple. I think it's so easy to get caught up in creating the perfect website, the colors and the text and the font and making it look really pretty. What you want to focus on is actually blogging, getting your blog posts up, posting consistently, and sharing it for other people to see. So don't focus so much on the website and design. I'll show you some tips to help you customize it to make it your own, but mostly just get started writing and push that publish button. Okay, so now let's take a look. Alright guys, so first things first, here's Wix.com. Go ahead and go to that and go to get started. And then you're going to go to sign up right here. And you can use Google or Facebook or just type in your email. So I'm going to type in actually Scott's because I already have an account. Whoops. Let's see. Alright, and then click sign up. So you're going to get this page that says, we want your Wix experience to be perfect for your needs. Answer a few questions to help us get to know you better. We're actually going to skip this because we want to start a blog and they have beautiful templates that will help us do that. So we're going to go to skip. And from here, I don't use the ADI to let them create it for you. It's where you can put in information like your blog name and what features you want. But I like to use the template and customize mine. So we're going to go over here to choose a template, okay? Okay, so once you get to this page, you can see the different templates that it has available for you. But we're going to scroll down to blog. And even under blog, under the drop-down arrow, you can see the different kinds of blogs there. But let's go ahead and click on it. And it will bring up these blog templates. So you can go ahead and choose the one that works for you. There's even additional pages filled with different ones, but we are going to edit this one, this very first one. It says personal blog, train of thought. We're going to edit this one. So go ahead and click on edit. Okay, so this is what pops up when you go to edit. Again, I could dive really deep into different ways that you could customize your website and blog, but I'm just going to show you guys the basics because as you go in here more and do your own editing, you're going to learn more and be able to add the things that you want to add to make your website and blog your own. So, basics. The point is to keep this simple to get it up and running today if you want to. I'm just going to show you guys a few features and then let you take it and run with it. So I mentioned on my last video that I think every website and blog should have 3 pages. A home page, so what they land on when they go to your website, an about me page, which this template has it all, so that's what I like about it. But an about me page explaining more about you, a blog page where it has all your blog and your blog posts, and then this one also has a contact page, which you can keep or you can get rid of. So we'll look more into this home page in a minute, but I just want to show you guys here on the left-hand side, these tabs are really important. This My Blog is where you're going to go to edit your blog. If you click on this, you can add text, images, media, social, contact forms. I mean, this kind of has it all. Again, there's a lot more to it than what I'm going to show you, but this add button, you can add the different elements. And then up here, this is menus and pages. You can navigate to the different pages. So as you can see, as I'm clicking on this, if I go to the about, we'll go back to the about. It has these placeholders as a template for you to add your own information. So you can change this picture to a picture of you. You can keep this text if you want to, but then down here it says, I'm a paragraph. Click here to add your own text and edit me. So you would click there and then write an about you section. We are going to come back to this, but we're going to skip over to the blog. So if you go over here to menus and pages and go to my blog, so you can see it has 10 or 15 blog posts already written for you. You can also, again, change how this is displayed, so it can be in stacking order, or this is kind of more next to each other. On my website, I have them in rows of like 3 little boxes. You can format all of that. Right away, I'm going to show you guys how to write your first blog post. So if you go over here to my blog, click on that, you can go to create a post or manage posts. So let's go to manage posts. That's what we're going to do first. So it's going to bring up this page. This is kind of your blog center. As you can see, here are the blogs that they have done already as examples for you. We're going to go and actually delete all of these, but I'll do that in just a minute. I want to show you guys what this looks like. So let's say that this was our blog. This is our 12 published blogs. You also have drafts, scheduled, and trash. But if I ever want to go and make changes to my blog, even though it's published, all I have to do is go to edit. And you can see the title, a little subheader, there's a picture, a quote, and if you want to change something, you would just go in and go ahead and change that. Hi, I'm changing this. Whoops. Something like that, okay? So you can go ahead and edit and then just publish changes. So that right there would change my blog post. Okay, so something I want you to do right away is go up here to choose an author name and go ahead and put in your name. Instead of having just, Scott with a bunch of numbers after it, let's go ahead and change the author name right away. So that will change. See how they all changed right there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go right over here to create a new post. Or excuse me, it just said create new post. But you're going to add your title. So first blog post. And then you're going to start writing. Hey, I'm writing my first... Whoa, it's hard to talk and write at the same time. So hold on, I'm writing my first blog post. This is exciting. Woo! Okay, well I could probably put woo at the end. Oh my gosh, I cannot type today. Okay. So you would go ahead and write your first blog post. I always, like I said in my last video, I always write my blog post on my computer so that I have a copy of that on my computer and then I copy and paste it over into my Wix website. You can take this text, if you just highlight it and change the format of it. Here's bold, italicized, underline. You can change the color. You can number it. You can do lists. And you can also link it. So if I want to link to an outside web address, I just put the URL in there, link it in a new tab, and save it. And then that becomes a link for others to go ahead and click on. Whoops, I can't save because I didn't put anything. I want to show you guys how to add a picture. So if you go over here to the plus sign, you can add an image, also galleries, videos, and so on. But let's go ahead and add an image. This is where you would drag your photos into. So you can take your own photos and drag them and put those in your blogs. Or just to get started, because even that can be a little bit overwhelming if you're like, oh, I just want to write my blog post, I don't want to think about pictures. Wix actually has free images for you to use. So if you go over here to media from Wix, and you can search for anything that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and put in travel, see what comes up. Ah, beautiful. Okay, so we'll put this one in right away. So let's go ahead and put this in, add an image, and... voila! Look at that! A beautiful photo already on my website, and that's totally free using Wix. So then, guys, what I would do is I would go over here to publish. And I just published my first blog post. That's what you do. So you do have to go in and manually delete each one of these by hand. You have to press these 3 dots over here and go to move to trash. So you'll have to do those for the other 12. But I want to show you guys what it looks like if you would have 12, well, I guess 13 published posts here over on your actual website. So we're going to keep these other 12 drafts that they did for us. We're going to keep those here, but what you guys are going to do is when you do your first blog post, you're actually going to go in and delete all of these, okay? So let's go back to our blog page. You guys can see that my page, I'm on my blog, and here's my first blog post. So it'll show up right there, which is awesome. Also, if you want to preview what people are seeing as your website, you just go here. So this would be like preview. So someone could like go to your blog, go to my first blog post, click on it, and they get to read your first blog post. So that's kind of how it works. And then you can go back to editor up here. So let's go back to editor, and I want to show you guys a few things. When I went back to editor, it took me to my blog post, so I just go up here to page, see how it's on post, and then I just go to my blog. Okay, so you're back to the blog, and like I said, guys, you can change the format of what this looks like. So if I click on this chunk, which is actually the blog, If I just click, see how it's like all highlighted, this whole square is, and I go to settings, and then I go over here to layout. Again, you can explore all of these and what they are, but if I go to layout, I can choose side by side, which then stacks them. I can choose magazine, which is a little bit different. I actually use postcard on my blog. It's 3 at a time with just the title. You can do whatever you want, but you can change that if you'd like to. I'm just showing you how right now. Again, though, you're going to delete all of these blogs because they're just there as examples, so you'll actually only have just one to start off with. No big deal. It'll continue to grow as you go, so don't really have to worry too much about that. Okay, so you guys know how to edit and post your first blog post. So let's go back to, and I know that before I was using this to go to my different pages. You can also use this up here. I actually prefer to usually use the one up here. I don't know why, but so let's go to the About page. I'm going to show you guys how to insert a new picture. So it's basically the same way that you did over on your website, but this is an image placeholder. So I'm going to click on it and go up here to change image. Again, guys, since this is an About Me page, maybe you want a placeholder of whatever your blog is about. If it's lifestyle and you like to travel, you could search media from Wix and put in one similar to the travel ones that we saw. Or I want to show you how to bring in your own photo. So you can go to upload media, or you can just drag and drop it. So I actually have one here ready to go. Whoops. I am going to use that one, but here, we'll go to upload media and upload from computer. And I have this one right here just ready to go. This is Steph Outside, so I'm just going to choose that one. Whoops, I guess I already chose it. I just dragged and dropped it instead, but you could also choose image. So it's uploading. This is what I want my new image to be in there. So I go to choose image, and it's going to switch this image out. And there I am, guys. And as you can see, I'm off center a little bit. So if I actually just double click the image, see how I can then drag myself down, square that a little bit more, and press apply. And then that's going to be the image that pops up on the About Me page. So then I can say, like, hey, this would be totally something that I write. Hey, so glad you're here. Again, this is going to be difficult for me to talk and type, but I'm Steph. Cast a line. Like fishing. Seriously, like cast a line. And then I would write a little About Me section. But if you highlight this, you can also over here change the fonts. You can change the font size. You can make it like giant, like, hi, I'm Steph, shouting. Whoa, maybe not 6. Let's go back up to 21. You can change the color. So since it's highlighted, I could change it to this maroon color. I could change it to this teal. Whatever you want it to be. Again, don't get caught up in this. Don't worry about changing the color of your titles or your font. Keep it simple to start off with. Get a picture of you in there. Write a little About Me section. Make simple changes, and then grow as you go. I'm gonna keep saying it, guys, because I truly believe in that. Grow as you go. But just keep it simple to start off with. Okay, so now you have the About Me page done. I mean, we're cruising through here, guys. You can see how simple it is, especially when you have the templates to guide you. So if you go back up to the home page, so right here I would go ahead and change this text to whatever you want to call your blog. If you're not sure what to call your blog, I recommend just putting your name in there. That's what I did for a whole year before I came up with Each Day Slow. I had my name as my main text. That's what I called my blog and my website. So let's go ahead and put that in. Up here, go ahead and just put something that your blog's going to pertain to, or like lifestyle blog, or heck, you can even delete it if you don't want subtext up there. So I'm just going to leave that for now, knowing that you guys understand how to change that if you want to, and I'm going to move on. So down here, you can see that this is a blog post, and it's a featured post. I like the look of this, but I want it to be my latest post. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have you change this. Again, you can do whatever you want, but I just want to show you guys this so that you can learn the basics and learn some simple tools, and then go in and do everything yourself. So go ahead and click on this box, and how they get these boxes, guys, is they add them using the add button, and you can go to blog, you can go to container, you can customize these holders. So like I said, I like how it looks, so I'm going to keep it, but I want it to be my latest blog, not just this featured post. So if I click on it and I go to settings, so this is how I would edit and manage this box. If I go down to layout, excuse me, if I go to display, notice how the show featured posts only is highlighted. Now, over in the blog, guys, I didn't show you this, but you can actually choose under post settings to feature certain blogs. Those blogs are going to end up here. They're going to be the ones that live on certain boxes like this. So actually, if you unclick this box, notice how it's my first blog post now. So that means that every time you write a new blog post, your featured post, the one that people are going to see when they go to your homepage, is going to be your latest blog, which I really like. If you want to feature a specific one, well, then you can recheck that box and then feature the certain blogs that you want to be featured on here. Okay, so let's scroll down. If you hover over certain features, it will show you what they do. So if I see this arrow here and how it says stretch, it tells you exactly what that does. So if I move this down, it's going to edit it so that everything that I've done just like shifts down. Instead of having to move each individual component and box, I can just use this stretch button that shows up to move this up or down and give me more room, because I could actually have 2 featured posts up here if I wanted to. But I'm going to move that back up, leave that alone. Now, something that I would recommend doing for your blog and website is actually making these columns within these parameters. So you can see up here, see these dashed parameters. When you view these websites, guys, they look different depending on the computer you use. Scott's giant desktop is like this big and it stretches it, where on the small laptop it keeps it smashes it. I just like the cohesive look no matter what you're viewing it on. So I actually like to click on this and see this, how it says stretched. I like to unclick that to keep it on page. When it's on screen, it just does, I've just learned that it does weird things depending on what computer it's on. So I always like to do it so that it's on page, so that it goes within those margins. Same as down here. So I'm going to click on this. So there's 2 columns here. Again, each individual box has different features, but I'm going to go to the stretched, click on it, and go to page. So make those go within those dashed margins, as you can see. So we're still on the home page, and now we have to edit these sections. Again, here's an image that you can change. Go to change image, and your photo, the one that we uploaded from the About Me page, will still be there. So I can just click that, insert that image there. Again, double click it and move it down a little bit so that it fits nicely. Click enter and it'll be edited. Here's a paragraph. You can use the information that you wrote on the About Me page to just put a little snippet in here, and then people can go to read more. Notice, guys, how this is a button. When you click on it, it links to the page to your About page. So when people click read more, it literally takes them to your About Me page, which is awesome. So you can leave that alone, but that's something that you can mess with. You can change the color of those buttons. You can change the size of those buttons. You can do those buttons so they have a box around them. Again, I'm not going to dive deep into that. That's something that you guys, as you continue to build this, can shape and customize to look how you want your website look to be. But right now, just know that these boxes, and you add these boxes by going over here to the add button, and there's a button, look, add, button, and then you can add different buttons, like this is a button, and then you can change the text and link it to anything that you want to link it to. And right here it'll pop up and they will show you how to manage all of these boxes. But here, guys, so when you write your second blog post and your third blog post and you delete these are going to show up here. Again, any of this text we can go ahead and make changes to, so I double click, cast a line, or whatever you want to call your blog. This is a blog feed where you can go to settings. You can, again, change the look of this. If I go to layout and maybe magazine, I like the magazine style. I actually don't like that as much, so I'm going to go back and just change it right back. If I go to layout, what was it under? Oh, it was side by side. Cool. So I'm going to do side by side. You can change the number of posts to show, so I could just do 3 posts if I want instead, and then click on this, then have this button down here, or actually there's 2, but maybe I want 5. But these are all going to be deleted because these are their examples, but like I said, over on the blog, you're going to delete them. Down here, you can go to your Instagram feed. So obviously this is an example, but if you click on it and go to settings, You can link and customize your Instagram on there so that your latest Instagram posts and pictures pop up. Again, guys, just by clicking things, you'll see different ways that you can animate them. So set social links. Here's obviously Facebook, and you can provide a link to your Facebook page. You can add your Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. If you don't have one of these, you just delete it. And then there's the 3 that you have. So you go to done. There's your 3 social links. I can actually move this over now, and it shows me where the center is. Awesome. These are email subscription forms. I recommend definitely having them on your blog, even if you don't know what to do with them yet. If you ever want to grow your blog, having an email list will be so vital to growing your blog and business. I know that might be way off in the future for some of you guys, and you're like, what in the heck would I do with people's emails? But just trust me, it's something you will probably want to do even in the very off future. So having it as an option on your blog, you'll just slowly collect people's emails and have that list started so that when you are ready to begin that, you have a few names on that already. That's probably way beyond today's lesson, guys, but just keep that in mind. But if you don't want that there, if you're like, I don't know what the heck I do with emails, even though Steph said I should have it, you can just click on it and literally press delete and it'll be gone. So then you can delete this as well, delete this line. So see how there's this gap here, guys? If I just click on this text and see this arrow, this handle will actually move all the content together and maintain, you can read it right here, it maintains the design of your page. So if I just click it and drag it up, everything sticks together like it already is with spacing, and I just eliminate that space there. So you guys saw before that it had 7 blogs displayed here, and I changed it to like 2 or 5 or something like that. I changed it to less. So there's all of this empty space. If I just click on this, and again, one of these stretch, and I just lift it all the way up. If I lift it, and then I can change this to go right alongside it. But notice how my footer won't go past this box. So I actually have to keep moving this box up to then allow my footer to come up with it. So you guys can see that. And at any time, if I want to see what this looks like, so see how there's still a gap there, I have to go quite a ways more. But if I just go to preview, I can see what my home page looks like. So look, I already have my personalized name in there. I have my first blog post. I have my first blog post with the others that will be deleted down here. I have my picture that I inserted with a paragraph. You'll have your Instagram linked once you guys do that. And as you move down, here's that giant space, so you can see that you need to go take care of that. So if you just go back to editor, it'll take you back to the editing features. Go down. Finish pulling this all the way up. We'll go to the footer. Pull this up, and so you're gonna have to make a few changes, but it's nothing that will prevent you from starting your blog today. So just a few simple of these adjustments and you will be blogging in no time. Okay guys, this is it. So once you make a few of those changes on your own, go over here to publish and give yourself a high five because you did it! You published your first blog post and got your website up and running. But you can see here that this is the domain name that they give you. And if you want to customize that, which this isn't very appealing, I'm going to show you how real quick. This is the last thing I'm going to show you because then I want you to go in and do all of this. So if we go to done, okay, so if you go up here to site and go to exit editor, it takes you to this page. So what you can do now is you can go up here to this drop down arrow and go to account settings. And you can change your account name right here to, you have to put in your password because changing your account name will change what the web address is, which is what you want to do. So you have to enter your password. And then go ahead and change your account name. So it could be your name, it could be what you want to call your blog, whatever that is. So let's just change it to Steph. Well, we'll just do the whole thing, I guess. Okay, so that's changed. Good. And then you can go back to site dashboard. So as you can see, it changed the URL to stephcastelline.wixsite.com. That's because in order to get a custom domain and connect yours, you have to upgrade and actually pay for a Wix premium site. But if you want this to be completely free and still custom, you can go into settings over here on the left-hand side. And right here, you will see the site address. So it changed it to Steph Castelline when we changed it before. And if you go to manage, you can change my site to blog, or you can change it to whatever you want it to be. New blog. This is actually going to be the site's free domain name. So when I put that link into the web address, my site will actually show up. So if I go back to main menu, dashboard, and I click, you can see now that it changed it to new blog instead of my site. If I click on this link, this is the link that you can share with other people and they can find your blog and website. So once you put up your first blog post, you change your About Me page and a few things on that homepage, you go and you click publish, you change this domain name, then you can share this link with others. And if you click on this link, this is what people are going to see. This is your homepage. We changed the name. Again, you can delete this part or keep it. This isn't the editing site. In order to edit, you have to go into site actions and edit site, and it will actually pull up what we were using before to edit. But this is what people are going to see. They can click on this and go to your first blog post. They can click on this and go to your first blog post. Here's the About Me. They can go to the Read More section and see that page. Your Instagram is going to be linked. This is where all the magic happens. And that's it, guys. That's all there is to it. You just created your first blog using Wix. I mean, that's awesome. I just wanted to show you how easy it really is. It can get complicated. You can change color, you can change font, you can get so wrapped up in making your website look perfect that you forget about the blogging part. But my friends, do not forget about the blogging part. That is the most important part. That's what you're here for. That's what your readers are here for. Make sure that you are doing the basics to get your site up and running, and just continue to grow as you go. Guys, as always, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching this video and being a part of this channel. Down below, let me know what you thought of the video, what questions you might have, or what other videos you want to see. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, share this video with a friend. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for being here, and we will see you on the next one.